Hi, everybody. Hey, so this is the start of 5 days of me doing Facebook Live on my timeline here to talk about different subjects and subjects I'm really passionate about and love. So today I want to talk about mayhem and magic. And I want to talk about how you can turn mayhem, chaos, challenges, etc. Those crazy moments of life where it seems to be all tumbling down on you, and how you turn those into opportunities and possibilities and forward movement, even quantum leaps for yourself. Well, the answer how you do that is that invisible thing called magic. And I'm talking about magic with a capital M. I'm not talking about the little stuff. I'm talking about magic. So I think magic has had a bit of a bad rap in the past. And so let me define what I mean by magic. There is an invisible force in the world, in the universe, in us, in everything, in all life. There's an invisible force. And that invisible force wants to work for us, for life, to move things forward, to elevate, to uplift, to exhilarate, to inspire, to take us into places we may never have been before. And some people call that the force. Some people call it the quantum field. Some people call it the universe, the infinite source. There's a million ways of talking about it. And a million terms of what you might call it. In times past, they've called it the mysterium tremendum, and I've come up with a new term for that this week called the luminous tremendum. And I think that the luminous tremendum, that's us, we are embodying that force now, and we are learning how to turn things, circumstances, towards this incredible possibility, towards miraculous outcomes. Let's call that magic. Magic with a capital M. So, how does one do that? Well, look, let's take the example of Centauri suddenly having a minor heart attack and going to the hospital, couldn't breathe, and then rushed in and taken in for an open heart operation. I mean, that's a bit of chaos and mayhem and whatnot. And it was an opportunity for me, him, and all of my friends to come together and power through an incredible breakthrough for the planet. And in many ways, in levels of being, in levels of physicality, and just the way we shared, etc. That's just one example. Maybe you lost your job. Maybe you're going into another lockdown. Maybe someone you know has just died. I mean, there's so many pieces to this that one would think, oh my God, that's mayhem and confusion and chaos. But it's only so if you sit in that place with it. So what happens when we have something go wrong that we view as wrong, then we drop down a hole. We drop in vibration, we drop in energy, our heart beats faster, we get traumatized and terrified and scared and all of that. And that whole thing captures you into a kind of what is situation. It doesn't let you flow into the what wants to be through it, what the opportunities are, what the momentum is, it's just so exciting to be able to transform. I don't even know if transform is the word, to take something and transform it into something amazing. You could take a circumstance, like any kind of tragic circumstance. You've had an accident, or you've lost all your money. There's so many incidences of what could be really scary things in the world. And there's not a one of them that you can't come to and raise it up and see it differently and call the magic into play. So I'm going to walk you through it. Rather than talk about it, I'm going to give you an experience of it. Okay? All right, so here's what we want to do. So, first things first, I want you to think of a circumstance like that, either for yourself or I suppose for someone else you know who might be going through something. So, you think of circumstance like that. Okay? You got it? Okay, now you realize as you think of that circumstance, you kind of go, ugh, like it's there. For me, it is. Anyways, it's in the field of things. It's kind of sitting there like a lump. And that's a what is. It's a what is lump. And then you think, oh, okay. Oh, hi, Maria. Yeah, see, you're saying I'm having challenges at the moment with a neighbor. Okay, good. So this is perfect. Great. Okay, so you want to take the circumstance, not just the person necessarily, but the circumstance, the chaos, the mayhem, right? Okay, and you want to take it and you want to raise it up, like lift your looking at it, lift its vibrational frequency, move it up from the dense what is field to the what it could be, what it wants to become field. And there, for me, it's like that. Now, different people might have different ways of moving that thing around. So if you use a different way and that works for you, that's great too. There's no like one single way of doing this. But I find as long as I raise the lens, so sometimes it helps if I lift my chin up and look kind of 90 degrees and take it there, there. You can see I took a breath, I had a smile come on my face. And it's like you've got to come out of the place where your response to it is or ah. Because what you think about it, what you especially emote about it, is going to create the reality even more of that. Because the field is so directly connected to our thoughts and our emotions now that whatever we think and feel will create that reality. So it's better if you can think and feel good things. And I don't just mean, oh, try to have a different perspective on it. Like Maria, you're saying challenges with a neighbor. I don't know what that is, but I'll use something like that. So let's say you've got a noisy neighbor, let's say, and you want to do something about that. So what you can do is when you're here, it's like, that's affecting this. Oh, what do I do? It's going to get worse. Oh, they're saying, you could do all that, right? But then if you bring it here, you see it from a different place. It's not just changing perspective. It's much more than that. You've got to bring it into the place where the force, the magic, the opportunity swirl around it and provide outcomes for it that you can't imagine. So just changing your perspective is not enough. It's good. You should change your perspective. But I think it's much more than that. You've got to elevate your look at it, your way of being with it, so that you're in a higher vibrational space. And in that higher vibrational space, then you want to quantum burst it is what I call. That's one way of talking about it. You kind of give it like a, and you see it like opening up and flowing and filled with, whatever, light, love, whatever your thing is. With me, it's like high vibe and super energy. And it's like then the